Look at this number, $53 billion. That's the projected size of the AI agent market by 2030. Right now, it's about $8 billion. This means that the market is doubling roughly every 18 months. But here's what the number really means. The biggest economic reshuffling since the Industrial Revolution is happening right now, and most people have no idea it's underway. This isn't about chatbots. This is about autonomous AI systems that can hire employees, manage supply chains, diagnose diseases, trade stocks, all without human intervention. And the economic fallout could create winners and losers on a scale we haven't seen in 200 years. Let me show you what's actually happening. McKinsey projects that AI alone could add between 2.6 and up to 4.4 trillion annually to the global economy. That's equivalent to adding an entire economy the size of the United Kingdom every single year. Labor productivity in countries with high AI adoption could grow by 0.1 to 0.6%. When you combine that with all other automation technologies, we're looking at between 0.5 and up to 3.4%. To put that in perspective, during the internet boom of the 90s, productivity grew by about 1% annually. AI has the potential to match or exceed that. The adoption is happening faster than any other technology in history. OpenAI now has over 1 million business customers. That's the fastest growing business platform we've ever seen. Companies are racing to adopt AI, with AI and related spending projected to reach between 4 to 5 trillion annually by 2030. In finance, research and development, healthcare, logistics, manufacturing, AI agents have been deployed at scale, fundamentally changing how work gets done. But there's a catch. This isn't just about adding technology to the economy. It's about restructuring it. And whenever you restructure an economy this fast, you're gonna get winners and losers. So what does this actually mean for you? Let's start with the number everyone's worried about. 92 million jobs will be displaced globally by 2030. Bank tellers are expected to decline by about 15%. Administrative roles, post-service clerks, data entry positions, all of these are among the fastest declining occupations. These are jobs where AI can handle routine, repetitive tasks more efficiently than humans. But 170 million new jobs are expected to be created in the same time frame. The World Economic Forum identifies the fastest growing roles. AI and machine learning specialists are expected to grow by over 40% by 2027. Big data specialists, fintech engineers, and software developers are seeing explosive demand, many growing at rates exceeding 30%. Cybersecurity analysts, nurse practitioners, renewable energy engineers, and farm workers are among roles projected for significant growth. So why does this feel so terrifying? Because the jobs being created aren't the same as the jobs being destroyed. And you can't just transition from being a bank teller to a cybersecurity analyst overnight. But here's what the data shows about workers who do successfully transition. Research shows that employees who retrain for AI adjacent roles, like AI operations specialists or automation coordinators, often see substantial income increases within a few years of retraining. Access to these retraining programs is kind of limited, and the transition is a little bit difficult. Recent graduates and young workers face a particularly tough challenge. According to the World Economic Forum, about 40% of workers' core skills are expected to change by 2030. Many entry-level positions now require AI proficiency. This is the job market paradox. AI is creating incredible opportunities, but mostly for people who already have the skills and experience. If you're trying to get that first job, it kind of feels like the ladder just got a lot harder to climb. Now let's talk about companies investing heavily in AI. Surely they're making money hand over fist, right? Not exactly. AI agents are delivering real productivity improvements. Companies report significant gains in efficiency across multiple functions: reduce time to hire, lower costs, reduce manufacturing defects, and increase customer service automation. But here's the problem. A recent survey found that about 40% of companies abandon most of their AI initiatives. Think of it like this. You just bought a Ferrari, incredibly fast, beautifully engineered, and costs you a fortune. But then you realize every single road that you're driving on is unpaved, full of potholes, and hasn't been maintained in decades. That Ferrari isn't gonna help you much, not until you repave every single road. And repaving those roads, obviously they cost a lot more than the Ferrari. That's exactly what's happening with AI. Right now there are estimates that between 70 to up to 85% of AI projects are failing. And the primary culprit isn't the technology, it's poor data quality and processes. It turns out that autonomous AI is only as good as the data you feed it, and most companies' data, it's just not ready for AI. Companies are discovering they need to rebuild their entire data infrastructure. So who's actually winning? Companies that have successfully deployed AI at scale report transformative results. The key difference, they invested in data quality first, redesigned workflows around AI capabilities, and built comprehensive training programs for their workforce. The new economic divide is determined by AI fluency, and that divide is growing every single day. But here's what researchers have discovered that's changing everything. Studies of workers across multiple industries who successfully adopted AI tools found something surprising. The workers who thrive weren't necessarily the most technically skilled, they were the most adaptable. The people succeeding in the AI economy aren't just computer specialists or engineers. They're workers who learn to train AI on edge cases, audit AI outputs, and orchestrate human AI teams, regardless of their original job titles or technical backgrounds. The skill isn't coding, it's orchestration, it's adaptation, it's learning to leverage the machines instead of competing with them. That changes everything about who wins in this economy. Because here's the truth, we've been here before. In the 1800s, 95% of Americans worked in agriculture. By the 1900s, it was 40%. Today, it's less than 2%. Did that destroy the economy? No. It created what we know as the modern economy. The Industrial Revolution displaced millions of farmers, but it created factory workers, engineers, accountants, and eventually software developers. Living standards didn't collapse, they eventually skyrocketed. The AI revolution could follow the same pattern. The opportunity is there. The real question is, will you take it? Now, I know what some of you are thinking, and it's worth acknowledging. Some economists call this dystopian. They see mass unemployment, wealth concentration, and the end of meaningful work for most people. Others call it the greatest opportunity in human history. They see abundance, liberation, and entire new forms of human flourishing. The truth? It's probably somewhere in between. Which future we get depends entirely on the choices we make right now. So what skills will actually matter in this new economy? Think of yourself as a conductor with an orchestra. You don't play every single instrument, you direct the ensemble. You need to know what each AI's capability is, how to combine different tools effectively, and when to step in. Companies are already creating new roles around this skill. AI excels at pattern recognition and execution, but it struggles with ethics, nuance, creativity, and black swan events. The ability to make complex decisions is one of our greatest abilities as humans. But here's the reality. AI capabilities evolve every 6 to 12 months. The skills you learn today might be obsolete in 2 years. The most valuable workers won't be the ones with the deepest expertise in one static domain. They'll be those who can learn, adapt, and evolve fastest as the technology is changing. Here's the bottom line. The Industrial Revolution didn't make humans obsolete. It made us more productive and more capable than ever before. The AI revolution will do the same, but it's only going to be for those who invest in learning, embrace change, and learn to work alongside these tools rather than compete against them. So where does this leave you? If you're watching this, you're already ahead. You're paying attention, you're trying to understand what's coming. That puts you in a position to successfully navigate this transition. If you want to stay ahead of these massive economic shifts, subscribe to the channel. We're tracking the technology, the economics, and the strategies you need to adapt and thrive. And if you want to learn more, then watch this video right here.